Alright YouTubers, I'm going to do an unboxing Skyfork 2. This might help you all out, okay? On separating stuff. Now I got on job site at 10:02 and I just looked at it and it says 10:39. So anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes just unboxing, separating stuff. And that's with me knowing where everything goes. You're at least, I would say, doubling that time. So you're looking at hour to 2 hours just separating, if that's how you wanted to play it. And with me working by myself, I see now that it's better off to separate it, so I can just go from, I know where everything is. So let me turn it around here and show you what I got. So up here on my table, I already got my my floor. That's my top floor there, ready. This is my bottom floor, ready to go. Over here, swing. That's just, swing beam and all the swing stuff, the hardware still in the box here, ready to go. Over here I got my windows, balcony windows, I believe, or bay windows. That's what they're called, bay windows. Right here I got my little swing glider, and there's my ladder. These are my spindles for my crow's nest, which is right here's my crow's nest. That's the most aggravating part of my job. That's one I don't like doing. It's just time consuming. Right here's my M27s, which is the banisters for my downstairs. And right here's M24s, which is my banisters for upstairs. Over here is my table and benches for downstairs. Them right there are my braces. Right here is all my banisters for the upstairs. Walls or banisters, whatever you want to call them. Because some of them. Right here is my rock climber. This is my slide I already put together. I like that. And there's my board that goes to my slide. Okay, here is my downstairs. This is going to build everything, frame it up downstairs. Them boards there, I got some of them laid out there. But this right here is going to frame it up downstairs. This right here is going to do all the framing upstairs. Upstairs. Over here is my small roof. Small roof. Frame it up. You're supposed to build that down, then you hand it up. But I might try something different this round. This is your upstairs roof. Upstairs roof. Now I want to show you this. This is the scary part of it all. Okay. This is when you call a pro to come and do your job for you, man. You don't want to mess with all this. You don't want to mess with all that, I'm telling you guys. You do not want to mess with all that hardware. Still a bunch in there. I separate as I go. Most of this is basically for your accessories, so as I don't need it right now, I'm good. Lags, more lags, T-nuts, tear up your fingers. See, I got me a belt on. This is how I roll. Get your belt. You want to put a 3 3/4. That's going to be your main thing right off the rip, which is, I like how it goes because you can basically use one set and get by with it. And 2 1/4 is going to be the other one. Okay. I got my 3 3/4 bolts, 2 1/4 bolts. Main thing starting out. But this is basically just going to be unboxing, showing you guys, and as I get a part done, I'll come back and just show you. I got other videos showing us building them, all that good stuff. But I'm by myself. I want to knock this thing out. It's going to take me 8 to 10 hours. Alright, I'm gonna give you first update, guys. This is the front of the fort. Okay. These boards here, 3 3/4, okay? These are lags, 2.5 lags. 2 1/4 for your braces. So all your braces, 2 1/4 bolts. Then you gotta shoot 2.5 lags up in there. Okay. All your thicker boards. This is the bench side, table side, and where your monkey bars come out of. All the thicker boards, if they're bolts, it's gonna be 3 3/4. If they're lags, 2.5. See, this right here is a thick board. This is thick board. So 2 thick boards, 3 3/4. This right here is a thick board, but this right here is more of a thinner board. 2 1/4. Okay, so your middles get 2 1/4. Right here is basically when you hit the switch up. Them are 1 3/4 with T-nuts. And 2.5. If they're lags, they're 2.5. Here's where all your banister railings go. And these right here, these are 1.5 inches. So you got 2.5 inches, then you got 2 inches on that end, 2 inches there on that end. And see how I went ahead and put a starter board, because if I didn't put that starter board down before I put this railing, it'd be hard to get to. Same thing with my seats. Put my seats in there, sandbox seats. And here's another thing, it's not done by the book, guys. This is my way. This is the way I know it's faster. You know, if y'all, I think by doing it this way right here, y'all can see a lot of stuff. You can pause it and make sure you're right so far. But if you go by the book, this is not the way it's going to be. This is basically your framed out front. See, I don't like to spend too much time. People get bored. So over here, you can see this pallet's gone. Right here is going to be our tables and benches. I'm going to go ahead and put that on. And I will tell you, it's 1:30, so it's 1:30 now. Remember, it's like 10:40 or so when I started, so it took me about an hour. I did have a couple mishaps. This daggone belt got it too full and it's just falling out. You don't want to lose your hardware, so if you're walking around, you see it laying around, you better get it, because they don't give you too much extra. There is extra, but not enough. Alright, so here's some prep work I like doing before. Got my 1.5 inch screws out. Got all the holes. You just put them in enough just for it to hold. Okay, put all your screws in. Saves you a little bit of time, I believe, when you go to putting this stuff together. So here's my bottom floor. This is going to be my top floor. So I already got my 1.5 inch screws in. Over here I got my benches and stuff setting out. I'm going to put my floor down here first. Do my benches. Then we're going to come around and do my banister. Then I'll do my floor up here. Alright, so 11:37, so it probably took 5 to 10 minutes to put all these screws in. Alright, YouTubers, here is the benches complete. 2-inch screws, gold screws on the seats, 1.5 inch gold screws on the table. There's your banisters inside. 1/8 screws, 3-inch space, I believe. That's what I do. 3-inch space, 1/8. Y'all can check the book, but I believe it's 3-inch space, maybe 3 1/8. But anyways, it's good. Now I had a mishap up here. I lost 10 to 15 minutes on this, and you know, I've been doing it for 7 going on 8 years. It happens, and I even told myself. So what happens, you have 3 rows here that are close together. Okay, then you got a little span in between this row here and this row here. If you don't line them up right, you're not going to hit this metal board. And I already put, I don't know, 2-3 screws on, you know, each little side there. So it's just aggravating, makes you mad. But anyways, what time is it? It is 12:18. The bottom is finished. The bottom should be fully finished, I'm pretty sure. And I got the floor on the top, which I still need to screw in some screws, and I'll do that when I get on top. Alright, YouTubers, now we're going to do the rock climber. Okay, I got the rocks. Got the baby T-nuts, which is quarter T-nuts. We're going to beat these in with your mallet. So beat all your T-nuts in. These right here are blanks. M74 blanks. M75s, they got one hole. See how I got them rotated? And M76 is the 2 holes. Alright folks, about got ahead of myself. I was wanting to show y'all. So here's the rock climber. Now what I usually do, now it don't always work out, so chancing your luck here. I've flushed the bottom, put 2 blanks on the bottom. Come up, I flush the top. 2 blanks up top. Then this is when you start with your rotation, which I about messed up. I'm glad I did do this. Okay, because this one right here don't go here. Get tired of that bit. That's also slowing me down. I'm going to have to find me a better holder. So we're going to take this off, because now a blank goes there. Okay, and this is the first time I open my book. There's your book. So I need to put a blank here. Alright, but like I said, sometimes it's better off to start from the top and work your way down. But in most cases, you can flush this bottom up, and it keeps, you know, it keeps your boards here flat where you can just go through there and bust it out. If not, if you start up top, just make sure as you're working your way down, you're keeping your boards flush to the sides. And also when you put your rocks on, okay, just make sure they're all facing one way, because here's a flat end. You cannot grip with your hand from that end. Up here's where the grips are. So when you put them on your boards, make sure they're all facing one way. Okay, these are facing up. That's where you can grip and climb up the rocks. There you have it. There's your rock climber. Okay, back here it takes 1.5-inch bolts. Put your 1.5-inch bolts up through there. Then the board that you connect to your rock climber, you gotta put T-nuts in the back of that. So it was 12:52 when I finished this rock climber. As you can see, we are losing boards. They're just disappearing, guys. Right here was where the rock climber was. It's a bare spot. This was your bench area. And I think right here was your banisters down low, all gone. Now we're gonna go over here and we're gonna start on this monkey bars. Monkey bars at what time? 12:53. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. It's done. 116, and it's all the way done. If you all want to learn how to do this, how to, you just skim down a few of my videos, and I made one for the monkey bars. All right, so just look at that. It's a pretty good video. It'll show you everything you need. All right, here's a swing beam. Doing 2 parts. There's a swing beam. These are 3-inch bolts with 7/8 nut barrels. And you got these long bolts in there. They're just all in one pack. And here's the second part of it. Up here, this is a 3-inch bolt with 7/8 nut barrels. These are 1-inch bolts, 7/8 nut barrels. This is 3 3/4 bolt with 1.5 nut barrel. 2 1/4 nut barrel. 2 1/4, 7/8 nut barrels. These are 2-inch 7/8 nut barrels. 2-inch 7/8 nut barrels. Now I leave all this loose. I got everything started. So now I'm gonna go around and tighten it up. Then I'm going to connect it to that. So there she is. That's your swing. That's where it's gonna hook up back there. When I get the top level on. But the time is 1:37. Finished up by putting this on. Like I said, leave this stuff loose. After you get it on there, tighten them up. 3-inch bolts, 7/8 nut barrels. Okay, now I'm gonna do our bay windows. Then I'm gonna do our ladder. But you see back here, it's getting empty. Nothing back there. That's where the swing beam and stuff was. You know, up here's where your monkey bars was. So I believe I'm gonna do the bay windows and the ladder, then take a break. Bay windows is how you start them out. 1.5" black screws. Also, just a heads up, I know it's gonna be middle of this video, but if it's got the darker type of wood, you're gonna use black screws on it. You got the tan wood, you're gonna use the gold screws. Okay, same thing with bolts and stuff. So if you ever run out of screws, bolts, you might have put the wrong ones in, but I would not go back and redo it. You know, it's just for looks. Alright, 146, first bay window's done. 1.5" screws everywhere but the corners. So you got 4 corners here, they take 1 inch. Okay, that's done. Now you gotta repeat the second. There's your second one. 151. Got both of our bay windows. Sometimes they can be a pain getting in. Hopefully they go in good. Monkey bars, fort. Oh, I didn't do my ladder yet. Okay, I'm gonna go over and do my ladder. Now I'm taking a break.